There we go. All right, Billy. So here's the thing. Don't talk until I introduce you. Okay? I got to introduce you first, and then you can speak. Because if you start to speak while the intro is going before I've said your name, I will leave. I will walk out of here. Don't respond. Don't do that. Don't respond. I will walk out of here. Okay? Don't do it. You're tempting me. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Set and Sayl. Let's take off, boy! Yes, and this is another episode. We are back, and that song was made by yours truly on the computer. I did that myself, and every time I hear that fucking song, I get real giddy and real happy, and it makes me just want to get up and dance and shake my rump like a Beastie Boy. Okay? Today we have a very special guest. Some people know him as the Southside Sinner. Billy D Dodaro is with us in the house today. How are you doing, Bill?
Good. How are you?
I'm living.
Where did you come up with Southside Sinner?
Yeah, I just thought of that one.
Shooting from the hip.
Shooting from the hip. That's what I do, man. I just shoot, no aim.
I like it.
Sometimes we hit. Sometimes we hit ourselves.
It works.
It works. It works either way. Today we're here at the beautiful Market Lounge and Comedy Club. Thankful that they let us record here. Shout out the market and the market staff. They're all great.
Valparaiso, Indiana.
Thursdays open mics, Fridays shows. Come in, see some comedy. So Billy, you're a comedian.
I am.
You're a comedian.
Use that term loosely, but I pretend.
I think you're a real comedian's comedian.
I appreciate that. I try.
Like,
I write for the back of the room. Fuck the audience.
Yes.
I write for you guys.
I love it. Because a lot of people, they hear you on stage for the first time, they're like, oh, he's offensive. But you're like the farthest thing from it. Like, you are one of the most genuinely nice people I've ever had the pleasure of meeting.
Thank you. I make terrible first impressions typically, especially when you're seeing me on stage.
Yes. Who doesn't?
Time, but hey.
You know, we live and we learn. And do you got any shows coming up, Billy?
I don't think I have anything in the books right now. Actually, I do. The July 19th at Riddles.
July 19th at Riddles in Alsip.
Yep.
That's for the four-piece
comedy?
Four-piece of laughter. Run by Run the Light Media. Shout out Run the Light Media.
We've all been reduced to pieces of meat.
I love it. Some wagyu. I want to be wagyu beef, but I know I'm
so far.
Dude, I'm fatty though. You know.
You are bacon.
I
You're
am
not even
dude,
beef.
I am bacon.
You
I'm
are
bacon
pork.
wrapped in bacon. Like that's what I am. Just greasy and but I'm tasty.
And you're delicious.
I am delicious. You eat me up.
You are delicious.
I actually had a pound of bacon today.
I'm actually jealous.
I really did.
Did you use white bread and soak up the grease?
I didn't soak up the grease with the bread, so I made toast, and then I put butter and grape jelly on it.
So you wasted the grease.
Well, I kind of fried the omelet in the grease.
All right. Better than nothing.
So I reused it, you know.
You got it.
Yeah, I made a fucking omelet, tall glass of chocolate milk, put on some SpongeBob, felt like a real fucking kid again. It was great.
What'd you put on in your omelet?
Cheese, just American cheese.
All that goes in an omelet.
It's the best.
That's it.
Well, you can put meat in it, but I was like, I'm just gonna take it easy on this one.
Yeah. Cheese.
I'm already having a pound of bacon because if I was putting meat in it, I would have put some sausage in there too.
Yeah. Cheese is good enough.
It's perfect. It's amazing.
Man, no need to reinvent the wheel. Leave it at cheese.
And I made the mistake of falling asleep afterwards.
Why was that a mistake?
Oh, because I didn't fully let it digest.
And then you do it while you're sleeping.
Well,
You don't even have to be awake to do the work.
kind of woke up real heavy in the middle.
Yeah, take a Tums.
I'm just gonna drink an old style and feel better. Hopefully, I'll feel better. That'll make me feel better. I'll go poop here in a little bit. I can kind of feel it going. I'm gonna shit my pants on stage. I really am. I want to one of these days because
Just a
like
matter of
it's
time.
just gonna happen.
Yeah,
I've
it's
shit my
just a matter
pants
of
more in my 20s than I've ever shit my pants.
I don't think I've ever shit myself.
Okay, then I'm sorry I said that.
No, I like to hear about it because it gives me something to live up to.
Dude, I'm 88. Okay, but I'm 88 on the inside. Everything about me is old man.
You identify as an old man?
And I recently found out that I am a grumpy old man. I was an angry young man up until about 2 days ago.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm in the car where I'm taking a boat out to a lake, and I just see like this Gen Z, you know, with the fucking mushroom haircut, and it's just kind of like all over, and they're wearing like fake jewelry, like a lot of it, and you know it's fake.
Yeah.
And they're just like bumping some like some stupid shitty fucking rap. And I'm just like, just fucking going hard. I'm just like, these fucking kids today, they don't even know what the fucking cinema is. They don't know what Blockbuster is. They're like, yeah, I'm just freaking out. I'm like, these fucking
kids. Get off
kids.
my lawn.
Yeah. And I was like, oh shit, this is the point where I become a grumpy old man.
Yeah, I've been a grumpy old man for at least 15 years.
I'll revel in it. I actually kind of enjoy it because fuck these kids.
Fuck everybody.
Fuck everyone for the most part. And especially these young ass kids.
Yeah.
I don't like them.
And don't have any. Do not have children.
I don't plan on it.
That's my public service announcement to everyone.
I don't plan on it, honestly. I'm gonna get the surgery.
I was gonna say don't do that.
Well, I'm going to because then I can finally fulfill my dream of being a stepfather.
You could still fulfill your dream of being a stepfather.
Yeah, but then there's
snipped.
Yeah, but then there's the whole thing about do I impregnate her on accident? One day we just make a couple bad decisions.
That's what Plan B's for.
Hey,
my Plan A.
My plan
doesn't work when she's bulimic.
My Plan A is in the ass.
Backdoor him.
No, God, that's terrible.
No, it's not. It's progressive. You're progressive.
It's progressive. You look and when she's on the flow, it's progressive.
Responsible loads. It's God's gift to us. You get a week. Dump as many as you want.
Good God.
After that, just be responsible.
Be responsible.
I made it.
Shoot for the face or something.
Yeah. I made it. How old am I? 41. I made it 41.
Oh, good
just
Lord.
one kid.
That you know of.
Yeah, well, that I claim. Yeah.
That you claim.
Yeah.
One
boy.
Yeah.
The other ones don't matter.
Actually has your last name.
Yeah.
Dude, I rewatched this movie that I saw it in theaters, and I was like, this is the dumbest movie. And it's a Leonardo DiCaprio, Martin Scorsese movie, Shutter Island. So I saw that in theaters, and I was like, this is the worst movie ever.
I'm kind of with you on that.
I just rewatched it, and I was like, oh, this is fucking brilliant.
I don't know.
It is, man.
That's a Scorsese movie?
Yeah.
They do a lot of shit together.
Oh.
I thought you were going to say Departed at first, but you're probably too young to have seen that in the theater.
No, I saw that in theater, too.
Did you?
Yep.
Teenager?
Yep. I had,
high school?
Yeah, I had her, early high school. We had our buddy's,
Mom take you?
No, buddy's brother. He bought the
thing.
tickets for us and took them out.
You in?
Yeah, and just, yep. Yeah, they lived right behind the movie theater. So we all just kind of walk up there, give them a $5 or whatnot.
Dude, I hate going to the theater.
I love it.
Despise it.
I love it. I miss it.
I hate leaving my bed, to be honest.
Oh, absolutely. But that's why I like to go to the theater. I like to go to the theater alone. I'm not going to take a date or go see a movie with a friend anymore. Like that's for the birds. I'm not for it. I like to go to the cinema by myself and sit way in the back and just kind of like
jerk off.
Well, yes, that's a number one.
Kids.
That's another. That's a whole. Yes, that's an absolute.
Creepy eye contact.
No, I actually like the top. I don't have to move my neck.
I'm with you on that.
I just kind of sit and I can lean back in the seat because everybody's forward, so I can do whatever I want. I'm not gonna do whatever I want, but I could. No, I just sit there with my popcorn. If the movie's bad, I'll fall asleep. Movie's good, I'd be like, I'd be just into it, you know.
I seriously hate leaving my bed. I rarely do.
Mm-hmm.
To go on stage. That's pretty much it. I'll be in bed all day and then go on stage.
I wish.
That's my move.
I wish. That's weird.
It is. I don't know what's wrong with me.
It's weird because why isn't that accepted? We should be able to.
I think it's not accepted because it's very hard to be financially secure when you don't do anything.
You can stay in your bed and you can trade from your computer.
That's what I do.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
Hey, that's living a life.
It's been a rough week, but
yeah, I got to get up at 6 in, Monday through Friday. It sucks.
That is bad.
But you know,
how late you work? Like 4?
Mostly 5.
5
till unless
all
it's really
day.
Yeah, unless it's really
5
busy.
days a week.
Mm-hmm.
With like 250-ish days a year.
Mm-hmm.
You are up at
one paid vacation.
Yeah. It's so bad.
Adult life is awful. That's why we come here. We tell jokes. We suck each other off. You know, it's great. I love it. So when did you start comedy? I like to ask people that.
When did I start?
Yeah.
March 27th, 2019 was my first time on stage.
March 2009. Okay, so you're coming up on. It's been 2 years.
Just over 2.
Just over 2.
I quit my job February 1st, 2020, and then got locked in a house for 6 months. So that was rough.
Yeah. It's coming up on the 25th of this month is a year.
Really?
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thanks, man. I think that's the true testament. If you stick with it for longer than a year, you're kind of in it.
1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Those are at least in my head, those are the marks.
It's been one of the better things to happen. I mean, sometimes it sucks. You hit a dirty room and you go home hating yourself more than you already do, and
get banned from places.
Well, that's not my intention. I know it's not yours.
Not my
either.
intention either, but
I know it's not yours.
2 states down.
I'm not trying to get me fucking banned from. I don't want to talk about this on here. No one's listening. Who cares?
I'll listen. I'll go home and listen. Actually, I hate listening.
Where did you start?
These?
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Okay.
So when I worked in the oil industry, there was a strike in, I want to say 2014. And during that time, I started writing. I'm like, I'm going to go on stage. And I found an open mic on Tuesdays in South Bend, whose club I won't name. And I was like, I'm going to do it. And never did. But I started writing back then, so I had a lot of shit to craft into more. But, yeah, that was 14, so 5 years later. It was actually early, right around the same, March 14 to March 19, I wrote.
And but throughout the pandemic and whatnot, have you found that you've gotten better?
Man, I think I'm terrible. I hate myself. I don't, but I do. I've definitely got more comfortable. Learning how to write. I mean, it's obviously a continuing process, but I think I'm understanding almost the mechanics of it. Writing, at least.
I feel like every day, especially like when you go do mics or you go see a show every day, is really a learning experience.
Oh, absolutely. If you're on stage and you walk away from that and haven't learned something, you're not doing it right, or you're just fucked in the head and think you're better than you actually are. Which we see a lot of, right?
Which we do. But I feel like comedy, it weeds itself out, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, how many people started around the time you did
that are not here anymore? That don't do it anymore. Oh yeah.
Or not nearly as consistent. That's what it is. It's consistency.
Yeah, we won't name names or anything. But
yeah, we got a good group. I mean,
fuck it. I can't even remember anyone's name. Fucking. So,
exactly.
Fuck 'em. I don't know.
Exactly.
Wish them the best in life, but
this isn't for everyone, man. It's a grind. No, yeah.
It's tough, man. And I don't like I said, I'm only a year. I'm not into it like I should be. I'm not hitting as many mics as I should be, and it is because I do have a job that sometimes fluctuates, and it sucks. But the experience that I am getting is making me learn a lot about it.
We have limited access where we're at. I mean, we got Chicago an hour away.
Yeah, which is a tough market.
But
after
working, 8 hours a day, being up at 6 a.m, who wants to go for a 3-minute mic at 9 p.m. Somewhere in the city? If you're even lucky enough to get on the list or get up.
I mean, I've done it once, and I ended up waiting. What was it? I think
that was when we went to
the one in Shake Shack.
We waited for. There was like 50 people on the list.
There were 50, and I was 49, and the 50th didn't show, so I ended up being the last person to go at like 11:15 at night.
It was fun. It was rough.
It was rough.
It was a packed room when it started.
Then it was our group that was left, and that's what it is. That's what mostly this shit is, unless you're doing like an actual show that actually promotes. Like I did a show at some place and they didn't promote, and it was awful.
Really?
Yeah, it was awful. No one knew. One person knew about the actual show.
Was it around here?
Yes, and people were like, we didn't, this was gonna happen.
Were there a decent amount of people there?
There was
to eat and drink.
There was a decent amount of people there, but they just weren't there to see a show. They were just like, hey, shut up, funny man.
I love that place.
It's tough.
That's why.
It's a tough room for sure.
Yeah.
And the dude brings me up. He's just like, all right, we're gonna start the show. Your first comedian, Steven Sayl. I didn't even say there was going to be a show, didn't come back and be like, hey, 5 minutes, guys, you guys ready? Or nothing. Like, didn't even do 5 minutes.
You've done that room a few times, haven't you?
Twice. Yeah, it's rough.
I almost got into a fight there. I called the dude up on stage.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep. And then he ended up getting kicked out. And the second time I was there, it was the same joke that offended him, so I doubled down on it and did it again. And I got the same reaction of him. Then I called him up to the stage, but then he hugged me.
Oh, he did?
So, yeah. He's just a drunk idiot. I got a lot of drunks there. Like, people falling out of chairs and shit.
I haven't experienced that. I had one lady give me the finger, and she told me she said fuck you, but she had never been to a comedy show before.
I was say your content doesn't warrant that.
I said something about like her husband was laughing at a joke I said about like my girl showing me off to her family like the fat bunny at the fair, and the guy was laughing. I go, this guy knows what I'm talking about. And she goes, fuck you. And I was like, what? I didn't say he was the fat bunny at the fair. But she was like, they ended up buying me a drink afterwards, and they were super chill out about it. They were like, they were just like, we didn't know this was happening. And she's like, one thing I can take from your set is you need to see a therapist.
No, well, that's why we're on stage, right?
Her husband goes, she should know she is one.
Ooh, you should have booked something, man.
I tried.
You brought her more business. I would have.
I was like, hey, I need one. You are one. Let's set this thing up. Let's get dirty. You know what I mean? Let's share our secrets with each other. And she's like, honey, I don't think you can afford me, but would you like a drink? And I was like, absolutely,
Not
of
on
course.
A comedian salary.
No, or the salary I make. I don't even make salary, but I'm hourly. I would have. Yeah, my job. No. It's good money, but it's not the best, especially in today's economy.
Yeah,
things are expensive.
Yeah,
I paid $7.99 for the bar soap that I use.
Maybe you should switch to Irish Spring.
It hurts my skin. I got sensitive skin. I love my skin. It's beautiful, especially in the summer. It gets this nice brownish color. You see that?
Latin hillbilly mix.
Yeah, it gets like a brown and red mix. Is really pleasant. So I buy the lotions and the good soaps.
Go to a farmer's market and get some hippie soap cheap. $7 for a bar of soap is absurd.
It's
giant. It lasts.
It's a giant bar
months.
of soap, and the scents are just they're delectable. They're beautiful scents. Do you do soaps like that?
No, I used to. I used to like healthy shit.
That's what this stuff is. It's
like no sodium lauryl sulfate.
Yeah, that shit's terrible for you.
Yeah. I kind of gave up on everything. I just bathe and then go back to my bed.
Bathe in bed. B&B.
Yep. Coffee, bacon, bed.
Coffee, bacon, bed.
Coffee doesn't.
Fuck CNN. We got CBB.
There we go. Yeah, it makes the day go by. Break it up with a shower.
So, like I said, you are the South Side Sinner.
Tell
us some stories, man. Tell us some stories about on the South Side.
You know what we did one? This is a fun story. So we rode our bikes to River Oaks Mall. And actually in the River Oaks area, Cal City. And there was a Fuddruckers there.
I never hear any good stories that come out of Cal City.
Oh, this is a good one.
Not like. I mean, they're good stories, but they're not ones you would tell your mom.
We used to vandalize the mall there. It used to be an outdoor mall, and they were making it an indoor mall. We were like standing for something. We want this outdoor. Steal their nails and break shit. But we were in Fuddruckers. We shut off the lights, and we were just pissing everywhere in the bathroom. Manager walks in, ended up pissing on him. He kicked us out. Lovely. There used to be a Ben Franklin, like a Quickie Mart, right up the road. Went in there, bought a bunch of smoke bombs, lit them, threw them in the kitchen because the back door was open on a hot summer day. Threw probably 10 lit smoke bombs in there. Sprinklers went off. It was actually we used to terrorize the neighborhood.
That's beautiful.
Got picked up for throwing rocks at an old man.
Oh, oof. Did he deserve it?
He probably told us not to cut through his yard or some shit.
No, and you did?
Yeah. Continued to and had enough of him. So
hindsight,
rocks at him.
Hindsight's always 20/20.
Yeah, we were little assholes.
Who wasn't when they were a kid? Who wasn't? I mean, we threw a softball through the old lady in the cul-de-sac's garage window, like just because we wanted to.
She had it coming. She shouldn't have been an old lady in the neighborhood.
She shouldn't have been an old lady in the cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
You know, we've all seen witch movies and heard the stories about the lady at the end of the road, and she was just very silent when she would go to get her mail, and it'd be really creepy, and she kind of like turn her head and look at you like the Exorcist, and yeah, we didn't like her.
It's like the neighbor from Home Alone.
Yes,
who's actually turned out to be an awesome dude and saved Kevin.
Yeah, I don't think they were awesome people. They once they threw their paper at us while we were like riding our bikes, and
Like
this was before
newspaper.
Yeah, like the bundle. Like they did what the paper boy would do for like with their paper. They did that to us. I remember getting caught, and little DJ's fucking spoke, and he just went over the fucking handlebars.
Good for
You
them.
know?
I like hearing stories of old people assaulting children. We need more of that. You can't do that anymore.
We didn't. We were just riding bikes
That
and
was the
being
norm.
loud. We probably called her a cunt or something, or like
My
a bitch.
dad went
Who
to all the
knows?
neighbors and gave them permission to assault me.
Really?
Yeah. My kid's being an asshole. Treat him like one.
There
You
was
got my permission.
There was another old guy that like he didn't do anything to us. We were just being dicks, and we were like in our neighbor's pool, and he was just like outside. He was like a pudgy, big dude, and like would never wear a shirt, and he had the belly. You know what I mean? And so we were in the pool, and we'd like peek our head up and just be like, "Old fat geezer," and just like dip down in the pool. And he like gets so mad he'd start cussing and shit. Ended up coming over to the house and like knocked on the door and was like yelling at the owner's house, and like we had to like go apologize to him one by one.
Oh,
it was
right.
real
That was the
fucking
worst.
weird.
I hated having to
It
apologize
was
for
like
shit.
free speech, you know, like
That's what the cops made us do for throwing rocks at the old man.
go apologize to him.
That was our punishment.
Yeah, they're not doing that now.
No, which was terrible. I think that's a worse punishment.
Just to go
Just lock me up. I don't want to apologize.
I don't want to admit that I
Yeah,
suck at a
face-
human being.
Yeah, look at this dude in his eyes, face, frail old man.
Just know you were hurting him inside, and he's like, I fought for this generation, and they throw rocks at me.
He was probably so old. World War I vet.
Oh, shit.
He had to have been. He was
Oh.
old, man.
He's like, I wasn't fighting the Germans for this shit.
And then a few years later, this was probably like 8 years later, another neighborhood kid, we were older now, like 19,
Mm-hmm.
ordered a cab. Him, a couple neighborhood kids, they ordered a cab to that house. When the cab pulled up, they popped out of the neighbor's house and murdered him for like $37. Still, I got pictures with these people when we were little kids. One of them, they still locked up.
Good thing you got away.
Yeah, it was
I mean, have you been there
in the neighborhood or to rob people.
to the big house?
No, weekends.
Oh, weekends.
Several weekends.
That's no.
Yeah.
That's no big deal.
Actually, I had a 72-hour hold on a Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
which put me to Friday. They didn't bring up charges till after court Friday morning, so then I had to wait till Monday.
Jesus.
But other than that, no.
Yeah. That's not too bad.
No.
Thankfully, I have not.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, even overnight is awful.
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, the last time.
I've seen 60 Days In. It seems like hell.
Yeah, one day is bad enough.
Yeah, fuck
I mean,
that.
unless you're institutionalized and used to it, or got nothing going on the outside you want to be a part of.
Mm-mm. I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on. Oh, well, yeah, fuck it. I would wish that on somebody,
There's
but
few
like
people. There's
not
people
somebody I
that need
care
to be
about.
there, but yeah,
You know. So what do you do for fun, Bill?
hang out
just
with you
do
guys.
this, hang out with us.
Yeah,
That doesn't sound like fun.
you know, fun last Friday,
Oh, I had a lot. You mean Saturday?
Saturday. My bad.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, just let loose.
that was a great time.
It was, especially after the show.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was fun.
yeah. I got the beach. I live a block away from the beach. I'm out there a
That's
lot.
fucking great.
It really is.
Yeah, dude, if I lived on a beach, dude, I wouldn't even have a job.
I probably spent 6-7 years of my adult life on the lake, living on the lake, maybe a little more.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's fucking beautiful. That view every morning. Do you ever feel like you're gonna like wake up one morning and just like notice that the beach is no longer there and the water's like hitting your house?
You know what? Last year there was no beach, like maybe 10 feet. This year, lake level's down. You got all the beach you want.
Jesus.
So, yeah, it's crazy how much it changes. I lived in
Why do you
Michigan.
think that is? I mean, we're not we're not qualified to talk about this, but why do you think that is?
I have no idea. No idea.
Hmm.
Evaporation, drought,
Could it be
the moon
the moon?
phases,
Yeah, it is true. We just had that wild moon.
weird gravitational poles. Yeah, who knows? But yeah, up until last year, it was progressively getting worse. But I was out there the other day, like, holy shit, where'd all this beach come from?
It's fucking nuts, man. I'd just be out there swimming, especially like during this time. I mean, it's fucking hot as shit.
It's got to be about 100 degrees, and the water's got to be pushing 70 for me to get in. Last time I was in Lake Michigan was when I lived in Michigan on the lake, and it was ridiculously hot summer. But finally, I got it. Dude, I'm such a pussy when it comes to cold water. I don't even swim in pools unless it's 90.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a bitch.
Dude, like 83, 84 is perfect for me.
Yeah, no.
Even like, or even just 80 is fine.
No, I probably have a heart attack. Go into shock.
Jesus Christ.
I'm a tropical person.
That's how I feel about like the winter. Yeah, same. I love the summer. I love the heat. I can't do the winter, man.
Nope.
It hurts.
Nope.
It hurts so bad.
Yeah, I'm still recovering from it. It's probably why I stay in my bed so much lately.
Just that like seasonal depression and shit.
Just coming around, getting out of it.
Yeah.
Miserable.
Well, because it turns around so quick that like you get a flash of the summer in the spring, and then
we had a week in April.
Yeah,
like, oh, we're here.
Yeah, and then it goes back to we're living in January again.
Yep.
It's cold as shit. You finally put away your winter jacket. You come out. You start to show the arms off, and then like you get fucked by the snow.
Yeah, I don't know why anybody lives here.
I hate it.
Yeah, I blame my family for generations for bringing us here.
Shit, we should have stayed in Mexico, man.
Yeah, I guess my mom.
Probably not now, though.
What's wrong with now?
Oh, dude, Mexico's so dangerous.
Yeah, it depends where you go.
Oh, man.
I'm sure that's pretty concentrated to a certain part.
Yeah.
You get outside that, you go to some small town in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but that's where I want to go.
Where?
The small town.
That's what I'm thinking. That's where it's safe.
Fuck.
Some coastal community painting boats.
Hey, boats are cool.
What is that? What was that movie? Shawshank.
Shawshank Redemption.
Painting
Yes.
boats.
Who did Shawshank? Is that
Stephen King wrote it.
Stephen King wrote it.
Yep.
It was a good ass fucking movie, dude.
Yeah, another reason not to go to jail.
Yeah, or prison.
Prison. He was falsely accused.
Mm-hmm. But he found a way.
Yeah,
he found a way to get free, man.
Tunnel
Sammy
through
Jackson. That's not Sammy Jackson.
No,
that's
not.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan
there, dude.
Freeman.
My bad. I smoked a little herbs. It's all right. We're a
Hippie.
little stoned.
In my head, Morgan Freeman narrates my life as I go through the day to day.
Dude, so I had this DMT trip.
That's where we're going.
We're going with the DMT. We just took a hard left turn and we're setting sail on DMT. Let's do it. I had a DMT trip where I was just like outside, laying down, I smoked, and I start to fucking feel the zing through my neck and just the zzz, and so I'm about to blast off. And I kind of start traveling. I'm not really on the earth anymore, or so I think. And I decided to talk and ask, like, what's the meaning of life? And I hear what I can only assume is, I'm not going to say God, but like, it's the fucking power that be. And he goes, just in like this voice, like just be. The meaning of life is to just be. Now flash forward 2 weeks, I go see this movie Lucy, where Morgan Freeman is a doctor and Lucy takes these drugs in her body. She starts using all of her, she starts to gain the ability to use 100% of all of her brain and just becomes one with everything. And he literally says in the movie, humans forgot the most basic meaning of life is to simply be. And I was like, Morgan Freeman's God.
That wasn't he? Did he play God in the Jim Carrey movie?
Yeah, and Evan what was it?
I don't know.
Bruce Almighty.
Bruce Almighty. Synchronicity, man. There you go. You got your answer.
That was nice. Look at that.
Completely different than my experience, but
I have had some bad ones. I got over my fear of clowns during a DMT trip.
I don't understand fears of clowns, man. They're there to make you giggle.
The Gacy thing, and
You know what? I have a John Wayne Gacy business card. Not from, oh, God, what was his name? Something the Clown. What was it? I just told my kid about this. Patrick, no, what was his name as the clown? Anyway, he was like an alderman or a local politician. Mm-hmm. A friend of the family was in the FBI. I don't know if he was in the FBI at the time. He might have been like a sheriff or something, but they were the first on the scene. He actually he was a sketch artist too. He did the drop of the property and the layout and everything. And he ended up with a stack of Gacy business cards.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I was going to say, hey, better him giving it to you than Gacy giving it to you. Yeah, and you could have ended up in a hole.
In his crawl space?
Yeah, Jesus. That wouldn't have been good. Yeah, we would have never met, Bill.
It's driving me crazy that I cannot think of his name.
Who? What's his fucking John Wayne Gacy?
Yeah, as the clown.
Is it Patches?
It's not Patches. driving me absolutely insane. I normally remember shit like that. I hang my hat on my ability to remember stupid, trivial
Usually
shit.
do
'Cause
I.
that's all I
can't
got.
remember. And I love the serial killer shit.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Any other good ones?
It fascinates me. The case about the Black Dahlia.
I don't know much about
in
it.
Los Angeles in the 1920s,
Mhm.
1940s.
Didn't they come out recently? Some dude came out and said he thought it was his dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a doctor, but he had like friends like Man Ray and certain artists. You know, he was popular amongst the like actors and stuff, and the directors and the producers of Hollywood. And yeah, it's supposedly that he was the killer, and then years and years and years later, the investigation got picked up again, and they found traces of Elizabeth Smart in the basement, but they can't really actually say the dude did it or not. There's just traces there.
It was only how many people? Just that one?
It was just the one.
Gacy's clown name was Pogo.
Pogo the clown.
Pogo the clown.
Oh shit.
Good clown name.
He's trying to give you the pogo. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Knock you out, give you the pogo. Down
Didn't he live with
to
his
the
mom?
crawl space
I
you
think
go
he lived
go.
with his mom too.
Yeah, his
To
mom.
pull that off.
Yeah, his mom lived there. I think she lived with him.
Yeah, well, to pull that off.
I don't know.
Maybe.
That's fucked.
Trey Bizarre.
Dude, that shit fascinates me. At what point does it just click?
What, to be a fucking serial killer?
Yeah, to be just like...
BTK shit's nuts.
Dude, all of it's fucking nuts. The Zodiac shit is nuts. The Night Stalker shit is nuts. Ted Bundy's nuts. Gacy, like all of them. They're fucking just...
What's the dude who eats people?
Dahmer, Ed Kemper. Like, all of it is fucking
Wasn't
ridiculous.
Kemper around here?
I think Kemper was a little bit north. He might have been in Illinois.
Someone I know got picked up by him. I think it was him. If not, it was a different serial killer. But it was someone in like rural, like southern Indiana. He was hitchhiking home from Terre Haute, and the dude, it was him and his buddy, and the dude got all weird on him. I started asking him weird gay questions, and then kicked him out the car. And then came out later that he was. I think it was Kemper, man. Jeez. Maybe not. Someone around here, though.
Yeah,
like
Kemper.
Ohio, Indiana.
Kemper's so creepy because he's just like, he shows no emotion. He just talks like, and it's like, whoa, this dude's a monster.
Yeah, I think I see. They had prison interviews.
Yeah,
with
intelligent, super intelligent.
You know, the Iceman, mob hitman, Richard Kuklinski.
Mm-mm.
That's an interesting one.
What was he like?
He was a hitman for the mob, but he'd get real creative with how he did. He was a normal family man by day, and he'd go out and kill people.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not about the Irishman, is it?
No. He worked for not the Emerald Room. I don't know.
But
60s, 70s mob shit.
Okay.
And they probably got him in the 80s.
Like, I just recently watched the Son of Sam's documentary, and that really fascinated me because, like, the thought that there were multiple, and the only one to get caught was David Berkowitz.
Is there proof that there was multiple?
There's not. I mean, you can't exactly concretely say that there were multiple, but he does say in multiple interviews after the fact that he did not act alone. Yes, he was there for some of them. They did it as like they would go to a place and then just do like a square block that they kind of all would, kind of
like a team.
Like a team, exactly. They would work as a team, and whoever got the kill got the kill.
And he never snitched.
Never snitched on the names.
Pat him on the back for that.
I mean, yeah, because he would have died in prison. I mean, he would have got killed if he snitched.
Back then?
Yeah,
I don't know how that works.
I would say.
You think he would have killed anyway if he was a serial killer, right? Don't they go after them? I guess he's not fucking with kids.
No, that's true. I mean, they got Dahmer.
They did.
They got Dahmer real good.
Yeah, they did.
Dad, I grew up by a serial killer.
You did?
Yeah, in Hammond. So we lived in Hammond on Ash Street, and there was this serial killer named David Most, and he had killed people in the army, and he had killed people down in Texas and like Oklahoma or some shit. But he moved in the same week that we were moving out. And he killed 3 kids and did like a Gacy and put them in his basement.
In Hammond?
In Hammond, yeah. Caddy corner from our house. One of them was my brother's best friend.
He killed your brother's best friend?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
That's
His
insane.
name is David Most.
Wow.
He ended up killing himself in prison.
Well, I guess it's not justice, but
you know,
fucking
yeah, it was wild. And that shit came out. We were like, oh, man, that could have been us. We could have had 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we didn't have no serial killers in my neighborhood that I know of, at least.
That's a good. I mean, I would say you're blessed.
Yeah, I mean, there were like the house across the street got shot up. There were shootings, but it was random.
Yeah, all the time.
Nothing targeting.
Yeah, there was one instance where we were like walking home from Grandma's house, and we're pulling up, walking right up to the house, and we see 3 Chicanos run out with like a fourth, the fat kid, just kind of like straggling behind, and my dad rushes us into the house, onto the ground, as like I'm like the last one, and I see more Chicanos run out from the backyard, and Dad throws me. We get on the ground, just pop, 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 just gunfight for about 10 minutes.
When'd you move out here?
I moved out of here when I was 7. So I was like 6 when that happened, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Like, that shit was crazy to see, man.
Yeah,
I having to sleep on the floor and shit.
I was about 15, I think, when we moved out here.
And then moving out here was different.
Night and day, ain't it?
Yeah, I mean, back then I went to school with nothing but Chicanos. So like coming out here, we're like, I'm half white and Mexican and shit, but
You blend.
I'm not out here. I didn't for the first like year.
Really?
I got bullied hard. I got like bad.
Yeah, it builds character.
It did. Yeah,
That's
it
why
did.
you're on stage.
I suppose that's why I need a therapist.
That's what the stage is for. We wouldn't be doing what we were doing if we didn't need therapy.
Yeah,
This is the cheap way to get it.
I mean, I guess so.
Take all that twisted shit bouncing
shit,
around
try to
between
make
the ears.
something out
and-
of it.
Yeah, just throw it out at the world.
If
Let
it
them
makes
have
them
it.
laugh, I can laugh about it too.
Exactly.
So, all right, Bill. That's been fun.
It's been fun.
Today we're at an open mic. Shout out again, Valparaiso Market Lounge.
Let's get our therapy.
Let's try to at least. Whew. All right, Bill. So we're gonna slide into something really cool right now. So what we're gonna do here, Billy, is we're gonna turn the music on. This has been a great episode. You can catch Billy here on Thursdays, mostly every Thursday. You go to D's. You're out in CG's sometimes, right?
Yep.
Billy, say anything you want to say, man.
Riddles. July 19th. I Hate Billy D on Instagram and Facebook. Check me out.
Set and sail. Thanks, baby. We out.